Hey, you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today marks 2,117 days of my ketogenic journey, coming up on the big 6 years, like in July. We got time. Anyway, we're going to talk about my keto journey, my daily life, everything in between, because this is the Keto Diamond channel, which means keto and diamond. Alright, you guys, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, because it is time to rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style. Alright, you know, I said it, I was going to get these done earlier, but here I sit at 1 a.m. Doing my video. Should be in bed, should have took a bath, should have done so many things, but I filled this day with a lot. First thing this morning, took my mom and dad to the doctor's office. Again, it's a big hospital, a huge parking area. It's easier if somebody could just drop them off at the front door. I'm also being attacked by mosquitoes and any other little flying critter that was around my light, and somebody left the door open for just a second too long. I've been getting attacked like for an hour. I turn off all the lights so they leave me alone, but I'm filming a video and it requires light. So living out in the country is fantastic, except for a couple times a year. Well, all summer's kind of sucky, but a couple times a year, the ants try to invade, the mice try to invade, the spiders try to invade. So we're gonna have to fog, but that's okay. Wish you got rid of the mosquitoes around my front door. Probably can, like a citronella thing outside or something. I don't really know. Get one of them big old blue bug zapper lights that my dad used to have. I got one somewhere. Had one for a while. Don't know what the hell I did with it. Probably gave it to my dad. I don't think you're supposed to use it in the house anyway, but anyway. So, took my mom and dad to the hospital doctor. They were just doing tests and all that. So, while they were inside, I ran over to a Goodwill, did a little bit of picking. Didn't find a whole lot, but I found something that made me personally thrilled. It's over there soaking right now. But I found a Captain America mug, an oversized one. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love Captain America. Well, I love the symbol, the logo, what it stands for. But I absolutely just, I saw it. I squealed like a child and was like, oh, mine. I'm so easy to please. Although I gotta tell you, I'm just looking really hard for more of these. It's one of the main reasons I'm going in there. I love these, the little paperweight magnifying glass thingy. This thing is a freaking miracle. And I'd like to find one for like my son, my daughter, and my mom and dad. I don't want to order them new though, so I can, you know, or order them. So trying to locate location. But I picked up a billfold and some other things. Nothing special, but you know. But I do got some really good news for us anyway. Big news. Big news. Alright, hubby and the owner are out test driving a 97 van, a conversion van, with no seats in it. It used to have seats, but somebody took them out. But for our purposes, we don't need the back seats at all. And that's pretty awesome. So we'll see how this goes. $24.50. Hoping he comes off the price a little bit. Just would help us get it inspected and everything and tagged. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But so far, I mean, it's missing some paint. It could use a paint job, but the body looks like it's in good condition. The guy showed me the doors where he fixed them up, make sure they all open and closed. Apparently some of the wires were missing that opened and closed them, but he replaced them, so that's good. It sounded okay. Looks okay. See where this goes. Yay! It would be even better if we had gotten it done a little earlier in the day, since I had to take my mom and dad up there and Then I came back and my husband's like, okay, so we need to go out and check on your Mini Cooper. We ran by the shop, check on my Mini Cooper. Poor Minnie's going to think it's got a new owner, okay? At this point, I mean, I'm not blaming them. I know it's a pain in the ass to work on a Mini Cooper. We're 7 days in now, 5 business days, but 7 days in without my car for a water leak, which they believe they've located and fixed. 7 days to locate and fix a water leak, not because they're bad mechanics, because they're awesome, but because Mini Coopers are ridiculous. So I think the bill's around $300 now. They're going to inspect it and everything too tomorrow, and they've got my check engine light off and all that. The part we used to replace to get the check engine light off probably worked. We just didn't clear the code. So, well, critters, country life. But anyway, hopefully I will have my car back tomorrow sometime. And then the van, we got the van. We did indeed. We planned to kind of like, well, how's 1,800? How's, kind of haggle a little bit. But the guy was so nice, and he pointed out all the stuff he'd done to it. He also had already had a thing on the side of it that said that 2,700 was marked out. 2,450 is what he wanted for it now. Kind of didn't want to do that to him, and he was really cool. Hopefully it's a great van. Seems to be honest. Hubby, it was a long way out there and a long way back. If there was any noises going to start, most likely they already would have. So, seems like it's going to be a good van. It's a large, full-size van. There's no seats in the back. He said he could have sold it 5 times if it still had the seats in it. I said, lucky for you, I needed one without the seats in it. And happily, tomorrow well, we already got insurance on it. After we go get it inspected and tagged, I can get all this flea market stuff out into the van where it can live in between sales. Yay. Y'all. My house is overrunneth with totes. It was boxes. We've changed over into totes. Every time we spot a tote, we buy it. Especially if you find a good deal, a good thick one for $5 or $6, because at Walmart they're gotten a little ridiculous. A little bit ridiculous. A lot. It's plastic, but still, whatever. Storage is big business. It's because we all got too much crap and keep buying new stuff. I'm not trying to discourage you from buying from me. Just saying. But anyway, so I'll have most of my house back, and all the eBay stuff is on shelves. So just try not to overload those, and it'll all be good. I'm trying to get most of the glassware on eBay first. I have started putting some toys on there, but there's going to be a lot more because I've got just tons of stuff that I had a lot of it when I was a child or when I was very young, because my mom collected stuff for me and kept it in boxes in buildings. I literally have like 5 dozen McDonald's toy Barbies. I've got all the little, like dozens and dozens of the little, what do you call them, the little Beanie Baby things from 20, 30 years ago. I don't even remember how long ago it was. It was a long time ago, but when they did that. So many. And like over the years, she gets kids' meals. She collects the toys. She doesn't want them. She chunks them in a box. Whoever wants them can have them, and a lot of times they're mine. So, yeah. Gonna put some of them on there. I got a lot of just random stuff too. Because cleaning out those old buildings, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I still haven't got all the clothing washed that's been saved up over the years. I just washed and dried all of Zach's newborn to 3-month clothes and took them to Destiny's yesterday. I've got a ton. About the only thing I don't have is a ton of little girl clothes. None of Anthony's clothes. Well, I did have some little girl's clothes, but they're going to go to Harlan. None of Anthony's, because he just runs straight through them. But luckily, I had some 5 and 6-year-old clothes, 4, 5, and 6-year-old clothes that I washed and dried and gave to Corey for Anthony, which will ruin them, and I'll never have to wash and dry them again, most likely. So, good things. But yeah, just tons of stuff out there. Tons of stuff to put on eBay. Most of it, like I said, it's older because I was young-ish. some of it, not all of it. She's been collecting for a long time. She just, like I said, she chunks them in a box. Here you go, new toys. I'm like, well, I leave them in the box and leave them in the building, you know. And then, of course, we've been going to Goodwills and thrift stores and flea markets and yard sales and getting basically merchandise. It sounds weird to say it that way, but, you know, if you can flip some of it, make a little bit off of it, why not? It's a fun thing. Again, I'm enjoying it. So that took pretty much all day. Those 3 things took all day. Oh, we did have to stop by the bank, and I had to get a new debit card because mine was splitting in half. I guess I'm using it too much. I've had it for a while too. But we're trying to start a business account. They suggested we go over to the Registry of Deeds and do this, that, and the other, and then come back to them with the name. And I think our company name is going to be the Happy Selectors. And we got this van now, and you know, once we get it all straightened out and everything, we can work towards getting it fixed up and all that. First, I'm going to have to follow up for these ants because some of them are the big jobs. I don't even know if they bite, but it'd be my damn luck. They do, and they probably hurt. I know some of them little itty bitty ones do, and they're evil. They hurt like hell. Anyway, so in the midst of all that, well, that's today's keto for tomorrow's video for tomorrow's weigh-in. But yesterday, I think I did half-assed. Everything was keto that went in my mouth. There was bunless burgers. There was hot dog Wheaties sliced in half and fried. But there was a lot of Atkins bars. Again, I'm claiming PMS. Doesn't necessarily mean it was their fault, but I'm claiming it. I don't even think I showed y'all these, but I want to make sure. Corey got me some roses for Mother's Day. Destiny and Brian got me a baby for Mother's Day. The grandbaby. Look at this. This is an old coffee pot. And it's kind of cracked around this little lip here. And it's got some damage. I did not buy this. This somebody was throwing away at the flea market one day. A box of this and a whole bunch of candles. So, I mean, they were free. I grabbed them. Sue me. But the coffee pot, as soon as I seen it, I was like, you know what? You can't use it for coffee no more because of the broken lip. And I guarantee they don't have the percolator anywhere. But I thought it would make a beautiful flower vase. And it does. So, I thought that was really pretty. I think it looks good in there too. Oh, if I don't knock it over that. Oh, don't do that, girl. What's wrong with you? Anyway, what did you guys get for Mother's Day, if anything? I know sometimes our kids can't, or not close by, and different stuff. All kinds of different strokes for different folks. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm curious as to what you got, if anything. And again, some years I clean up. Some years I get Eric shit. And some years get a baby and flowers. I take it. Whew, I'm missing all them grandbabies. I didn't get to go see them today. I did see Anthony for a split second. They were pulling out. As we was pulling in, I jumped out, opened the door, and gave him kisses. But didn't see Anthony. I mean, Athena or Atreus. I'm still trying to remember that young's name. Or Zachary today. So I missed them already. Especially I want to see Atreus all the time. Want to, squish the dude. Get him, but Oh, we were on the keto subject. I did pretty good. But pretty good is not all the way good, I don't know how many of those Atkins bars I ate, but I ain't got no more. Shared with Corey, too. I gave her one. Still ain't got no more. I'd like to have one. Don't need one. It's 1 a.m., but, those things are dangerous, man. A lot of keto sweets are keto sweets. They are horrible. They're cardboard with like this weird tasting chocolate coating on it. They don't taste good. Those, which they don't even say keto, they say Atkins, but they're good. They're really, really yummy. But, try not to yawn in front of y'all because I know that some of y'all are actually watching this in the morning, just waking up, and you don't need to be sleepy yet. So, I bet my dad never ever buys me another cup of coffee. I guarantee it. I was stopping by Dunkin' to buy my own cup of coffee. He said, no, you take us to the doctor. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. I was like, are you sure? That cup of coffee ended up being like $5 and some change. Oh, that's for tomorrow. Oh, that's Shiva. Scared me. Something breathed heavy near me. Ignore the face I was making. I was doing that for your benefit and mine. Yeah, he's like, how much was that coffee? I was like, I don't even want to tell you. I'll buy it if you want me to. No, I got it. That's not coffee, girl. Coffee's hot. Don't have ice in it. He's in his 70s. He don't care. Coffee's hot. Okay, that's it. It doesn't matter if it's coffee with ice in it. Coffee with ice in it cancels out the word coffee. Yeah. Right. I swear I think I ate a bug. One of those little tiny ones that fly. I'm trying to hold it in. I did get up and put makeup on this morning. A tiny smidgen amount. I did a little bit of foundation. And I drew my eyebrows on because I ain't got none. It's probably mostly gone now. But I did do some makeup today, which made me proud. I also plan to come home and get in a shower or a long bath. I did not because it's 1 a.m. And I gotta get up early in the morning and hopefully go get my Mini Cooper and get the van situated and get all this stuff into the van where I don't have to deal with it in the house no more. Or as much anyway. So I'm ready for that. I'm very much so ready for that. Like I said, we cleaned out the buildings to store all this stuff in, but it just kind of doesn't seem safe. Mice will come in the house, but we've got cats. And if I put the stuffed animals and stuff down there, they're just going to get torn up. Any clothing gets put down there. If it's not stored properly, it'll get torn up. So I got to be really careful. When I store our clothes down there, we've got these waterproof totes, water safe totes. I put them in trash bags, put like the little smelly good fabric sheets in there, and then put them in the waterproof totes. So that's like the only good way to store things out there. And honestly, we got too many fabric-y things as far as the selling goes to put down there safely. So yeah, I'm ready to get it out of the house. Where it's safe. And hopefully they don't get in there. But we'll be using that quite a bit. You know, we'll be taking that 2-3 times a week. And that should keep everything safe. Maybe. I'm not positive. Let me go ahead and throw the weigh-ins in. Just going to pop this here. I help everybody with keto for free. My contact information is below. Feel free to contact me or visit KetoDiamond.com or check out the playlist on the front of this channel, How To for Beginners. Blah. On to the video. Sunday morning, 181.8. 182 keto chocolate overkill and wings. Not sure. Wow, I sit back for 30 seconds. It's 20 minutes later. I almost fell asleep there. I guess I kind of did. But anyway, got to get up early in the morning. You see my weigh-ins are not going kind of either way, good or bad. Well, it's really bad anyway. But this is me trying to get myself back right again. But the goal of this time is to create good habits, starting to record every day, record everything I eat every day, weighing in every morning, and just kind of sitting here and talking to you guys, and preferably and hopefully very quickly getting myself completely back on keto, because that's where I like to be, that's where I need to be, that's what feels the best, that's what works the best for me. It's easy to jump the wagon, apparently, for long periods of time. I didn't mean to, but I still did it. So I let myself get busy, and I got hyper-focused on something else, which is not a bad thing, because this business is going to be a big deal for us. Hopefully. It's going to be a spectacular, wonderful deal for us. But I don't want to lose the rest of me either. You know, I want to do both, and I want to do them grand and good and amazing and fantastic and wonderful. I might actually turn my Diamond Explorers channel into a, I don't really want to say a reselling channel because I won't be doing resale there. I'll be just showing what I've got, maybe talk about what I expect to get or what I could get. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I will try to set that other channel up in a different way. I'm not going to delete the old videos because who knows, I might explore some more on there too. But exploring a Goodwill, exploring an old house, exploring some woods, it's all exploration. It's all wondering. I think my joy is to wander around and look and touch and experience and see and yeah. And this was all an exploration too of myself, which I did quite well at to begin with, and it started to wane. Went in like a lining, kind of going out like a lamb. I gotta get my line back on me. It's a good thing. We're working on it. Here I am, 2 days in a row. Technically, I mean, it's after midnight, so technically not, but technically am. So 2 days in a row, getting my groove back, working on me, working on getting everything done. I recorded what I ate today, except for what I just ate, which I will record, or tell you about anyway. Getting there. Baby steps. But sometimes, what is that old saying? Inch by inch, life is a cinch. Yard by yard, it's very, very hard. I think I saw that on Leo the Talking Cat from the 80s. Horrific movie, by the way, graphics-wise anyway. Fun to watch, though. There's so many things like that. I got these, oh my goodness. Do y'all remember Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original cartoon movie that used to come on every Christmas? It might actually still come on every Christmas. How cringy the graphics are, how horrible, but we all loved it, we all watched it, and we still watch it because of nostalgia, and I guess some people really still like that kind of thing, but it's very cringy. But anyway, I found 2 Rudolphs from that movie, 2 of the little elves from that movie, and the little Santa Claus dude from that movie, and I'm going to put them on eBay in the next couple of days or so. Because that's fun. I might want to wait till Christmas to put those up. I don't really know how this works too well, but I was like, oh my God, it's that movie. And I had to look it up just to be sure because, you know, my daughter's like, no, that's not Santa from that movie. That's an elf from something else or the little man from something else. It's like, no, trust me. I've seen that movie dozens of times as a child. So, yeah. Anyway, this is me trying to get a little closer to being back on track, trying to film on a pretty much daily basis, try to start recording everything I ate again, and more importantly, trying to get all the way right on keto again. We'd like to get back down to the 155. And you know what? I always said my goal was like 111, 120, 130, somewhere in there. But I think I'd be perfectly fine at 155. Perfectly healthy, perfectly small enough to make me happy anyway. And when I did get down that low, which it seems ridiculous now, but I was starting to worry about where I got clothes from, because I was in a 4 and kind of bridging on a 2, but after that you got the 1s and the 0s. What do you do? So I don't know, it popped in my head. Like I said, it seems kind of silly now, but at the time it seemed like a real problem. Not, but alright, you guys, I'm done talking for the night. I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to try to get right back on here tomorrow and just build good habits. So hopefully you're building good habits with me. Hopefully your good habits are still down packed and you ain't had none of this problem. But that layoff, it got me a little more than I thought it did. There was definitely depression there. There was definitely some anxiety and future worries there. Not so much worried anymore. You know, it still could go either way, but I'm going to work hard to make it go the best way. So, here's hoping. Alright, yes. Much love, many prayers. Night, y'all.